Hi boys and girls, my name is Miss Bennett and today we're going to be working on some math problems. Okay, so our focus for these math problems is going to be subtraction. Okay, that just means that we're going to take away some items from a big total amount. Okay, so we're going to look at two total amounts. Our first total amount we're going to look at is 5. Okay, and then our second total amount, this one's going to be kind of hard, but we're going to work on it together, is going to be 10. Okay, don't worry, we're going to work on them together. Okay, so the first one we're going to look at is our total amount of 5. Okay, now at this point, you need at least 5 items, okay? It could be 5 gummies, 5 candies, 5 Legos, 5 toys, anything that you at least have 5 of, okay? Now pause the video so you can go get your 5 items and put them in front of you. Great. Okay, now that you're back, okay, I have my 5 Cheerios, okay? See, we'll count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, okay? So I have 5 Cheerios, okay? Now, for subtraction, okay, we're going to take away, which means I'm just going to take these Cheerios, I'm going to put them to the side. You're going to do the same thing at home, just take your items and put them to the side because we're going to need them for another problem, okay? So the first amount we're going to take away, okay, we're going to take away 3. Okay, so I'm going to take away 3 of these Cheerios and I'm going to put them on my counter. You take away 3 items and just put them to the side because we're going to need them again for another problem. Okay, so let's do it together. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, now you take the time to count how many items you have in front of you. Great, okay, you should have 2. 1, 2. Okay, see, I have 2 Cheerios left. Okay, you should have 2 as well of your items. Okay, now, as I'm putting my Cheerios back on the plate, because we're going to need 5 again, I want to show you, because I wrote out the subtraction problem, which you guys can do at home if you want, as to practice writing your numbers. Okay, so, or you can practice writing out a subtraction problem like this. Okay, so we had 5. Remember, we started with 5. Here's our minus sign, which just means we're taking away a number. Okay, we took away 3 items. Okay, here's our 3. Here's our equal sign, which just tells us that it's going to show us how many we had left over here. Okay, so we had 2. So we have 5 minus 3 equals 2. Okay. So I'll put this right here so you can get a better look at it. So if you want to pause the video so you can write it out, feel free to. Okay, now, our next problem, okay, make sure you have your 5 items back in front of you, okay? See, I put my 5 Cheerios back on my plate for you guys. Okay, now, this time, we're going to take away 4 of our items, okay? Remember, just put them to the side because we might need them again for another problem, okay? So remember, we're going to take away 4. Okay, I'm going to take away 4 of my Cheerios and I'm going to put them on my counter. Okay, we're going to do it together. Ready? 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, now, how many items do you have left in front of you? Fantastic. Okay, you should only have 1. Okay, see, I have 1 Cheerio. You should have 1 item left in front of you. Okay, now, if you were to write it out, okay, as a problem. Once again, you do not have to do this if you want to do it as practicing writing your numbers or practice writing out a problem. Okay, this is what it would look like. Okay, so we have 5. We have 5 here. Okay, we started with 5. Here's our minus sign, which means we take away. Okay, we took away 4. Then we have our equal sign, which is going to tell us how many we have left over here. We had 1. So our problem reads 5 minus 4 equals 1. Okay. So I'll put this here if you want to pause the video and write out the problem. Okay, good. All right, now, okay, this is going to be hard, but we can do it, okay? Now you're going to need 10 items, okay, 10. Okay, so once again, it could be blocks, it could be toys, it could be gummies, it can be candies, anything that you at least have 10 of, okay? So pause the video so you can go and make sure you have 10. Okay. Great. Okay, now that you're back, okay, see, I have 10 Cheerios right here on my plate, okay? So you can help me count just to make sure I have 10. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, now, for our first problem of 10, okay, we are going to take away 5. Okay, that just means all we're going to do is just take 5 away and just put them to the side, okay? Do anything else. We're just going to put them to the side. I'm going to take my 5 and put them on the counter. Okay? So, you do 5 with me. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, now count how many items you have left in front of you. Great. Okay, you should have 5 left over. So let's count my Cheerios just to make sure I still have 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Great. Okay. Now, I'm putting my Cheerios back on my plate for our next problem. But if I was to write this out, because I'm going to show you because I wrote it out as well, see what it would look like as a problem, okay? So if you want to write it out, you can. Okay, we started with 10. Here's our big number 10. Here's our minus sign. Remember, that just means we're taking away. Okay, we took away 5. Okay, here's our equal sign that tells us how many we're going to have left over here. Okay, so we have 10 minus 5 equals 5. Okay, so I'll put this closer, so if you want to write out the problem yourself at home, you can pause the video so you can have a chance to write it. Okay, great. Okay, now you put your items back in front of you, okay, because we're going to do our last problem together, okay? So I have 10 of my Cheerios back on my plate, all 10 of them, okay? If you want to count them, we're going to count them one more time just to make sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, so I have 10. All right, this time we are going to take away 2 items, okay? Just remember, just put them to the side, okay? So I'm going to take away 2 Cheerios, and you do it with me, okay? Ready? 1 and 2. Now, take the minute to count how many Cheerios or how many items you have left in front of you. Awesome. Okay, we should have 8. Okay, so let's count my Cheerios or count your items again with me to make sure you have 8. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so I have 8. Now, if you were to write it out as a problem, okay, this is what it would look like. Okay, we started with 10. Here's 10. 10. Okay, here's our minus sign. It means we took away. Okay, we took away 2. Here's our equal sign, which tells us how many we had left over, which is 8. Okay, so we have 10 minus 2 equals 8. Okay, so if you want to practice writing that out, you can pause the video so you can practice that right now. Okay, great. All right, I hope you guys had fun doing this problem. I know I did, coming up with this problem as well, coming up with these math problems to do with you. Stay safe. Make sure you check for more videos from your teachers, and we hope to see you soon.